Boop. Be-doo. So, as you can see, I'm preparing for a reading for us. We are going to figure out how to collapse this timeline. You already know that we're blessed and highly favored, meaning no weapon formed shall prosper. With that being said, let's give all the praise to the Most High, keep it cute and cuddly, and let's see what we got going on. Alright, starting off with the Moonology, already shuffled and split. Let's see what we got. We're not going to accept that. We're not going to accept that. No. Alright, we'll run through one more time. So if it wants to pop on the table, it can, but we're not. That was a little too much help. Alright, we're looking good. We're looking pretty good. Alright, we're good. Boom. Alright, so what is going on in the ethers? What timeline can we possibly collapse? Alright, bottom of the deck, a time to give rather than take. New moon, Virg. Alright, we can leave that there for now. Alright, what do we got? Alright. Turn around. Alright, so first things first, we have to make room before we can have anything new, right? So let's start off with the full moon energy, and then we'll see what's good and going on. Alright, so we have full moon in Aries. Fiery climax approaches. Interesting. I ain't got nothing for you. I just know we don't want that tower. Alright, next we have full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. Anywho, okay, so conclusions are clearly within reach. Alright, but it's looking like nothing will come of the situation. Damon, it's not your turn, right? If we're running a baton race, a relay of some sort, there we go, a relay race of some sort, you can't run your teammate's portion. You'll be disqualified, right? So it looks like we're not making any serious moves, no leases, no purchasing of anything. We're going to sit back and let the universe, the Most High, do what they do. We're making the space that's appropriate. We got to make a practical plan and then begin to work on it, implement action just a wee bit. Alright, okay, cool. And then with that, fiery climax approaches. And like we started off saying, you feel me? We're either hopping the timeline or we're collapsing the timeline, but there's going to be a shift by the end of this reading. You feel me? We're here. We're here. Not to mention, we're highly favored and blessed. I'm just saying. Alright, and here we go. New moon, Sag. Lucky's on our side? Really? We're talking like that, and just to find out that, bro, we got luck on our side? Whew, almost like a triple threat, if you ask me. So, wow. Okay, I like the grounded energy. I like the fire. Okay, fire. Alright, grounded energy. So, but we're balancing that passion, that flame. Okay, and it's also not our turn to make any moves in this race. Right? It's not our turn, right? And let the universe do what they do, right? Okay, you got that. Did we pray? Let's pray together anyway, just in case. Alright, you know that we're blessed and highly favored, meaning no weapon formed shall prosper. With that being said, we give all the praise to the Most High, and we're just gonna try this again, because I feel like I said that again, right? Yeah. Alright, influence in the read. Bottom of the deck. Ooh, wanting our attention. Wheel of Fortune. I believe that is appropriate, because we are shifting timelines. Right? That's the first thing we said. We're making moves, right? It's that time, right? Ooh. Collective. 8 of Swords. I mean, I get it. We're afraid of the unknown, right? Who knows what's to come with this, all right? Not only are we tied up, but it's like we can't see, but we know there's a sword around us somewhere. All right, there's multiple swords around us right now. All right, now, did I say that it's raining out here? Like, these circumstances are kind of choppy, right? So, as you can see, where somebody collective is stuck in their head, possibly about this timeline that we're looking at right now. Okay, grabbed our attention for the second time. Now we have the Wheel of Fortune on the table. Alright, okay, so what goes around comes around. Yeah, alright, so you do good things come to you, dharma, right? And if you do bad, you get some sort of karma or an opportunity to learn how to transmute, right? You get to learn how to be a little stagnant for a while. You get some lessons, not necessarily blessings, but honestly, in the long run, those lessons are blessings. See how that happens? Alright, but anywho, so we have something that may be coming back around. Maybe it's a turn of good fortune, good luck, which I don't really believe in. It's more or less luck. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So, is luck really a thing? But it looks like something may or may not be coming back around. Or it's time for this wheel to shift, to turn. What was once at the bottom is now at the top. And was that once at the top is now at the bottom. Diddy, all these other celebrities. Feel me? Right? What's going on? The Chariot. I don't know if we're going to accept that, but it looks like we're going to. What do we got? Boom! Nine of Pentacles. Alright, so on the horizon, just over yonder, we have success. Like, real talk, I'm not gonna lie, these other timelines have been just bleeding through, and all I can see is me living that life, doing what it do, right? Making content, helping people, healing people, helping them collapse these timelines and exit these cycles, right? Karmically, you feel me? So we see the Nine of Pentacles. It's literally right there on the horizon, but are we questioning to move forward? We already seen it's not our opportunity, not our time. Now, if we do something right now, with that, nothing will come of the situation. If we do something at this time, we will be able to rework it, but it's going to be a little work when we could just sit back and take our rest period as a rest period. Now, at the same time, some people may be looking at this reading as, oh, I don't want to collapse the timeline, I want a love reading. So maybe both parties are just questioning, should we move forward? Can I come back around? What's going to happen in the situation? Right? So, you know, make the shoe fit how it's necessary, but there's a little something for everybody, but don't necessarily make it fit. Yeah. All right, so Chariot. Okay. And getting to it. Boom. Eight of Pentacles. So it's looking like, yeah, once you decide to move forward, once we decide to move forward, and we put the work in, blood, sweat, and tears, and we do this appropriately as we're called to, things are going to balance out, bro. This wheel is going to spin, and things are going to be very much nice, fair, just. All right. Now, again, if you're seeing this as a romance reading, it may be between you two mutual energies. All right. That's on you guys. All right. What we got here? All right. Four of Pentacles. Interesting, because we were saying that it's not your turn to move. Right? God's turn. Universe's turn. Right? We got to sit back, and we don't want to be disqualified. You want to be disqualified? Because I don't want to be disqualified. Feel me? So, Four of Pentacles holding back. Sense of restraint. That's right. Okay. Investing, though. Okay, very good. Now, yes, we are investing, and we're not really seeing too much of anything at this time. Okay, but at the end of the day, we understand it's the universe's time to do what it do, and we're just going to keep thugging it out, baby, because we know the 9 is coming, and in divine timing, we will be able to move forward towards that 8th pentacle. All right, it looks like we're very much passionate. We're very much excited. All right, we're very much wanting to move forward, move towards this, whatever it is that isn't quite into fruition, right? We're wanting to move towards it. We're very much excited, all right? Okay. Three of Pentacles. Oh, no. Possibly. On the other note, there may be another energy that may be coming into play. Now, this energy may be somebody to work with, somebody to collaborate with, somebody to build something with. I just want to say that's pretty darn awesome. Okay, cool. So this is cool. So what we're working on, what we're building, what we're not really sure how to move towards and forward, you know what I'm trying to say? It's looking like it's going to lead towards a collaboration. That's kind of cool. All right. Ooh, a Queen of Wands. All right. Okay. I'm not saying she's the prize, but I'm saying, hey, you know what I mean? So Queen of Wands may be a part of this reward, right? Nice fiery woman, but there's something that we're not quite seeing at this time, right? Maybe there's something that we need to look at from another perspective, all right? It looks like, oh my goodness, we have a bird and a blockage, but the good thing is it's the 10th wand, all right? After 10 Zos, you have to go back to 0. You feel me? You got to stop it, all right? So it's looking like something's wrapping up, something's coming to a completion, and honestly, this was a bit of a physical restraint, straint, tyrants, interference, blockage, whatever you want to call it, but it's freaking horrid, all right? Physically taxing, all right? And as you can see, we have an energy, I'm not going to say masculine or feminine, but this one's masculine in the picture, who seems to be carrying this little dog to themselves. So we need to help this energy drop this workload so that you can move forward towards your Queen of Wands, my dear. Now, it looks like we're waiting for something, right? We're waiting for the right opportunity. We're waiting for the right ship to come in, because we know when they come in, they're going to be ours. But when's it coming, right? So there's something we need to see differently. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Ooh. Maybe the one that your heart is committed to, loyal to, devoted to. You need to see her from another light, possibly. Possibly see the ending for what it is, though you love her. This maybe it wasn't a missed opportunity, but it wasn't really supposed to be the opportunity, right? And when you go deep and you soul search and you recognize what this is, and we hit this enlightenment, we'll recognize that our Queen of Cups is gonna match us, right? That Queen of Cups to the King of Cups is gonna match. And though the Queen of Pentacles was very much grounded, devoted, and loyal, your heart space didn't actually match. So she wasn't actually filling your cup, bro. I'm just gonna leave that there, alright? That was a sidebar. That's because I love you. Alright, so we're having a bit of hindrance getting to this Queen of Wands, who seems to be a part of our future. Talk to me about this 10th wand. What is this 10 of Wands? The passion in the beginning. Yes, that's where we want to go. Right, 7 of Wands. Are you blocking this? Are you not really recognizing and seeing this for what it is? Because you want this past energy to return? OMG. You know what? We're going to have to put this down. We're going to have to put this down, and we're going to have this talk now. I was going to make content for it, but we're going to have to talk about this now. So it looks like homie, my friend, mi amigo, or mi amiga, right? We're blocking our own blessings. And I'm going to be honest, I just hopped this timeline 2 days ago, right? With the appropriate knowledge, okay? So we're going to do this right now together. All right, what's going on is, yes, there's something that has us bound and has us stuck and restricted. And we knew that with the 8 of Swords, but clearly we weren't able to actually see it because we're blinded to the situation. It's where we started off with, right? We need to put this devil into the 10 of Swords, meaning we need to close out this cycle. It's looking like what this burden is that we're carrying that's actually blocking our blessing is the thought of the ending with this feminine energy. Right now, it's feminine, masculine isn't, oh, I'm a boy, you're a girl, da-da-da. No, that's how it works. No, energies. So masculine energy is the sun. It's action taking. It's radiant. It's bold. It's out there. Now the moon, she's seductive, if you get to know her, but she's very much emotional, intuitive, sensitive, deep, right? And you don't always get all the insight or know who she is, even with the divine feminine energy. Much like the High Priestess, we're not speaking of the High Priestess. It's just the energy. Anywho, we're in a karmic cycle at this point, right? We're not recognizing it. And where is this disconnect coming from? The nonsense that we've been learning from the very beginning. So it looks like there are twin flames here in our journey, right? There are legit twins here. Let's talk about it. Unfortunately, a lot of us have gotten ourselves in past lives, even though, you know, we're just saying out there, in past lives we've gotten ourselves into karmic contracts that we may or may not have known the underlying details in these agreements, right? So we have beings who we have these strong resonance with, and it's a strong pulling, but what that actually is coding, right? It's a karmic contract, meaning they're meant to deter us from our path, to keep us from hitting our full enlightenment, from getting to our Queen of Wands in this case, but from getting to where we need to be, whether this is an influencer, or this could be a politician that's coming to actually make the appropriate changes, or maybe it's somebody who's a teacher who's being the change and implementing these seeds into the future generations. Who knows? But whatever is actually going down in this situation, right, it's keeping you from doing what you need to do, right? It's keeping you from being sovereign, right? Another problem that we're having, I'm going to have to just make a segment where I'm just talking. Another problem that we're having is we're clinging to labels. For instance, I'm just throwing this out there. I'm just saying, chosen one, right? We use the chosen one very often, right? But in actuality, if you're chosen, doesn't that mean you're a pawn and you don't actually have your freedom? Because you're chosen to be a part of this, and as opposed to you choosing to be a part of this, right? So you see how that's a karmic cycle within itself that they've implanted within the spiritual community to keep us trapped. Right? So let's get back to the twin flame nonsense. So it looks like in these karmic contracts that were false, right? We have a being of light, who is us more than likely, and we have these strong emotions and pulls towards these karmic individuals who are meant to keep us off of our paths, right? So what's blocking us at this time is that we want this passion in the beginning with the energy that we want to return. And unfortunately, buddy, I love you, I care about you, so we're gonna be honest. That's not your person, okay? It's strictly coding. There may be real emotions that you have for the situation, but your person is going to allow you to be as free and as sovereign as possible, just as she will have her sovereignty. And you guys will just come together with as the Three of Pentacles and just collaborate and mesh and just be beautiful. So right now, that's the cycle that's kind of keeping our karmic wheel from moving forward, or keeping us from actually moving forward. All right. Unfortunately, this returning energy that we would like to have is very much attached to the devil, and we need to leave it out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles. Right. So attached to the devil, Ten of Pentacles. Leave that on, and that's going to lead us to our happiness with the Three of Cups. Didn't we have three here? 1, 2. Maybe I'm just bugging. I could be bugging, alright? But that's what's keeping us from our passion and new beginning. That's what's keeping us from moving forward. OMG. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of digging this style of reading. I love the love, but we get the love and the lesson. Gangsta. I know. Alright, let's see if there's anything else before we wrap this one up. Two of Cups. Looks like you need some motivation. So let's get to it. Yes, you are manifesting. Yes, you are a freaking powerhouse, using all the tools, resources, everything available to you to bring about what you're attempting to bring to fruition. Come on, you spiritual genius, you. Alright, so here's a little bit of motivation to get you moving in the right direction. Your Two of Cups at this time is also in masculine energy. So they're taking charge of their own timelines. Alright, they're noticing and recognizing your cycles, and as they're doing their work, you're doing your work, you guys are coming closer as to where you'll be able to intersect paths. Right, but right now you're both in masculine energy. Nothing wrong with it. We have work to do. As you can see, we want this karmic wheel to turn, so we're working on it. Alright, it looks like we do have romantical energy. Okay, so this is going to be a new romance. This is going to be something new to come in. Alright, and Page of Cups. So yeah, so it's definitely going to be a new romance to come in to help you get over this